Why does your damage suck even though you think your stats are balanced? It's possible that you don't focus on power scaling, which defines your character's strength, and treat your defensive companions exactly the same as offensive ones. Start thinking strategically when you open the game and start a combat. Don't be just a player, because I wanted to make you a gamer. One of the most common mistakes is not using the important information provided by the game and including them in the builds of your teams and characters. I'd like you to develop a new habit that will release the potential of your resources and companions, which will translate into effectiveness of your game and development in the later stages. Every game uses mechanics that are meant to encourage you in entertainment, but also sets traps to hinder your progress. In Love and Deepspace, you will face with limited resources of materials that you have to use wisely. You need to make the right choices regarding cards and their protocols, uses valuable time in the form of stamina and skills in the combat system. Imagine the combat system as a big calculator whose results you see during the fight in the form of numbers on the screen. These are calculations based on what you do during the fight and how you build your team, and also at the data that developers have put into the game. Each of these elements has certain values that you must use to unleash the potential power of your companion, weapon, and cards. Interestingly, you can find all this information in the game. The only unknowns are values regarding the boss's HP, defensive, and resistance. So, where you can find all this information? Click on Memories, then My Team, and the circle next to your love interest, and then go to Companions. At first, you will notice that each companion has a unique role that they will play on the battlefield. We have DPS characters who deal high damage and can be either single target who attacks one boss at a time, or AoE characters who attacks several targets, or burst DPS who extracts high damage for a short time, defenders who absorb damage, healers restore HP, sustained characters deal damage for a long time, crowd controllers who group enemies, buffers and debuffers that raise beneficial effect to make you stronger or remove negative status applied by enemies. Each of these characters also has its own power scaling that you need to include in your build. Here we have 3 types of power scaling. First one is based on attack. This is the most popular way to build a character. And also characters with dual scaling where the dominant types are HP and defensive, and their secondary stats is attack. In addition, each weapon that MC will use during the combat also has its own power scaling. That's why it's so important that you choose the right weapons for your companions. Do the cards also have power scaling? Of course they do, but how do you check it? Select the card and click on the exclamation mark, and in the talent description you have information about the card's power scaling, or just click on the card's protocols and you will also find the information there. I will call it as a stat talent in my future videos. Be sure to choose cards that work well with your companion and a suitable weapon. In summary, knowing about characters' power scaling will allow you to make informed decisions in the context of combat and will provide the basis for choosing cards and their protocols along with stats. If you found out something new, leave a comment below.